I don't really care what a fuck nigga do, just do what you do, but stay out of my way. Hey, when you see me, I'm smoking on gas, so please stay the fuck on my face. Hey, I'm not one of them, I'm him, so please little nigga don't play. Hey, I'm a grown ass man, I'm not a little kid. I put a little boy back in his place. Heard he was talking, it's cool. Hey, Glizzy hit him right in his face.
All right, what's going on with you guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Let Me Speak podcast. And as always, y'all already know, it's your girl. I'm your host, Yo Deasia. And today I got a guest with me all the way from Texas, man. Y'all give it up for my man, Paco Kapone. What's good?
What's up with you, man? It's your boy Paco Kapone, Mr. Big. I'm in this house. I'm glad the show.
Thank
Shit.
you. I appreciate you coming on. We're gonna have to get you out here in person for real. But go ahead and tell us about what part of Texas you from?
Shit, I'm from Dallas, really Oak Cliff. It's a little section in Dallas. That's where Trap Boy Yellow Beezy from. But I live out in H-Town right now. That's where like Sauce Walker, Lil Jeremy, them type niggas at.
Yeah.
Screwed up click shit.
Tell us about like life in Texas growing up. How was it out there? Was it rough, hard?
Man, I ain't gonna just necessarily just say that hoe was hard, but that hoe was rough. Like, I can't say it was hard because I'm here, so shit.
Yeah.
I came from a family, we grew up, we was in the hood. Shit, people's got some money, got better jobs. We moved to the suburbs by the time nigga hit like midway through high school, but it was like everything else, hiding in the bitch. Niggas posted on the block all day, every day. Niggas in front of the gas stations, at the car wash, same old shit, at the hood park. Like,
Right.
it's just how the hoe was. I mean, we had everything. Everybody else got gang violence, hoe had police officers,
Right.
a little, but it's like, shit, I don't even just know how to just make it seem, but it's definitely a different vibe from being on the West Coast for shit. So,
Definitely. How would you say is it different?
man, the way gang banging is from here and West Coast is different. Food types, the type of shit we eat down south, the shit they eat on the West Coast different.
Hella different.
Oh, what different? Music, that was the one. I had in Cali for like a year and a half, 2 years, and music was the biggest adjustment. Like out there, I already knew who Nipsey, I knew Kendrick, Schoolboy, and YG. But I got out there, I learned about T-Fly, Ty Dolla $ign, RJ. I learned about all them other niggas. I'm like, niggas jam different as fuck out there compared to like
definitely
just a different vibe. I feel like people in the West Coast is more proper. Like even game bangers out there sound like they got a goddamn 167 IQ the way they talk compared to how
That's funny. Nah, you low key. You're not even lying. That you're not wrong. That's hilarious. But you know what I will say? Texas got a we as a hip hop culture, we gotta give Texas our props. Texas. LA has brought a lot of music. I know that, but Texas is Texas. I feel like sometimes they don't get enough props as they need to. They got Beyonce. I feel like that's all I need to say, right? Now I'm just playing.
Look, Texas done female wise, I can definitely say Texas. We done gave them a lot. Now male artist wise, we done gave them some shit, but a lot of our people get overlooked. But I can't even blame everybody else. I can only blame Texas because Texas ain't like everybody. We don't stick together like other states and cities do out here. Like, niggas rather hate and not see you make it so they can make it than pull some shit like how them LA niggas is like, come on, bro. Like Nipsey Hussle and YG was bringing niggas together. Truth be told, they ain't even supposed to be cool, but the fact that they can put aside the small shit for the dang, Texas niggas can't do that.
Right.
They not.
Why do you think that is out there? Why do you think it's like that out there in Texas?
Man, because Texas is just like the way we get put into shit is like a dog eat dog world. Like, oh, it's a big ass state. Niggas realize it's not that much because even though like, this is how big it's only 2 cities niggas really want, like niggas want to live in. Either one in Houston or Dallas, really trying to be out in the country, not in them small towns, white folks and shit.
Right.
But you get to that, niggas get greedy. Niggas only care about themselves. They want to be the nigga having emotion. They can't stand the shit. Another nigga. That shit crazy.
I think it's so funny you say that because that's like screamed at me when you just said that. I just feel like I always say this, like we as a culture, Black people, we have a tendency of doing that shit. Period. Just not wanting to see no other nigga win. which I just we've talked about this multiple times, but it can't get talked about enough. But it's just I don't understand. Like that's why I feel like we as a culture we have such a hard time progressing because we don't want to see each other win. It's like white people they have no problem helping the next white person up. We I don't know. Uh,
Big problem. Have
I
a big problem.
yeah, definitely. Go ahead. Sorry, my fault. I wasn't trying to cut you off.
Nah, you good shit. Really, just to piggyback off of just like you not lying, bro. Like white people, really not even just white people, bro. White, Hispanic, Islanders, Asians, like
Everybody but
they
us.
they culture. Like we don't want just our culture. We want everybody else culture. We
Mm,
want to let every culture. We let niggas take our shit and run off with that hoe, and we
say
don't do
that.
shit about.
Say that.
We scared to slap a white man and do this to a white man or Asian, whatever, man. But let a nigga take something from you. Niggas ready to down something. Now, all of a sudden,
It's crazy, but
niggas,
yeah, we want to scream Black Lives Matter, right?
yeah, it really don't matter. Like,
Yeah, and it only matters until we as a black community get mad at another race killing us. But as soon as we kill each other, it's like, oh, it's fine. But that's yeah, we're gonna touch on that again. But um, I want to just talk about you since you're living in Texas now. Um, how do you feel that you've like? Well, first of all, not how do you feel? How have you had circumstances where you had to deal with racism and or people being prejudiced to you? Because I your reaction, I already feel like yeah, I have, right?
it's it's really crazy. That's the funny part. I ain't really just had too much of that happen in Texas. The first time in my life somebody did some racist shit to me, I lived in Cali.
Oh
The
wow, really?
first, and I was 18 years old. I had just moved to Cali, bro. I was staying out there. It's probably my like second month out there, bro. But I'm so used to taking the sun. Texas is hot. Niggas walking around no shirts. We walking around
Right,
muscle shirts, do rag.
right,
Pretty sure state they get hot, do that shit. So man, mind you, I lived out in the OC. So shit, when I got out there, I
mm,
realized I was like this white folks. So shit, we
yep.
pull up to this Target. I get out the car. White bitch look at me and lock the door. Looked at it, but she had just pulled up. Like she pulled in the park. We parked right beside her. I get out the passenger. I just kind of like get out and look. But nigga, how people do when you get the car, you look in the other car. That's natural. Like,
Yeah, it's cool. I look at myself.
facts, bitch looked at me and locked the door. I damn, bitch, you think I'm gonna whoop you in the
Right,
parking lot? I'm gonna rob you. What I'm gonna do in the Target parking lot? They got 5 police officers dry chilling in this house, just having a conversation in the back of the parking lot, and I'm just running. And I
right.
was like, damn, I
Yeah,
ain't never had that.
that's
Like,
crazy. Yeah, so you've never experienced anything like that out there?
man, look, I'm gonna tell you one thing. Maybe in them other states like Alabama, Mississippi, they
Yeah.
might play that. In Texas, niggas, hey, them white boys know who they can and can't play with.
That's right. They know which one. They know they got the wrong one.
It's
Um,
just like we love our guns. Nigga, play if you want out here.
and it's funny. One of my homies, he used to live out here, and he just moved out there, and I was asking him the same question. Um, and he's not black, but he's his I want to say he said his family's from Fiji, but
Yeah,
he's real tan, like he look Hispanic almost. He got a little teardrop tattoo. He got so a lot of times white people gonna look at him and they gonna just gonna assume, oh, he's black, just
yeah.
off top how you look. But he kind of gave me the same answer like you did. Like he don't really deal with that too much out there, and which is good. But I just would have thought the opposite. But I wanted to ask you, I don't know if you heard about if you saw the video with the white boy who went across the street to his neighbor's house, and his neighbors are black, and they caught him on the ring camera, and he has a whip in his hand. Did you see that video?
Man, and that shit, they handled that shit real player better than I would have.
Half the videos I see on social media, I'd be like, let it be me, because
Look, man, I joke with my peoples all the time. I couldn't have been alive in the sled. I would have been the first nigga dead.
right, say that.
I know. Would have been. They would have hung. They would have made an example out of me. They would have hung my big.
Nah, for real, I feel it. um
Bro, I can't play like that. I slap shit out that little kid and they did it.
yeah, hell yeah, no, I'm with you on that one. But all right, let's switch topics. I want to talk about let's get into some things with music now. Have you heard Kendrick's new album? Mr. Morale and the
So I
Beat.
album, man, I ain't had to just a complete time to sit down and listen to it.
Did you?
But I listened to what was doing Heart
The
Five, if
Heart
I
Five,
remember.
yeah.
So is that,
Do you know what's
yeah, I
crazy
listened
though? The Heart Five is not on the album.
for real.
It's not on the album. That's the wild thing, right?
I,
But what were you cut out? What'd you say?
I said I wouldn't even know if you would have said that. I would have been shocked as soon as I opened up the album. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, it's not on. What? But what are your thoughts about the video?
The video, it was
That was
cool. I ain't gonna lie.
crazy.
Who the editor and shit that did all the faces, say they calling the bitch. But overall, with the song, I mean, I'm not really just no. I'm not gonna sit up here in front like I'm not no big Kendrick Lamar fan.
Mm,
I do listen to music, but it's just something about Kendrick that just don't get me all the way in tune. But I definitely understand the message and what he be trying to say,
right.
and I feel like that video, as far as people that do listen to him and understand him a lot better than I probably would, I feel like that was probably some heat. Like I talked to some of my partners that's like music critique. That's all they want to do is just listen
Right.
to new songs. And
Right.
shit, we all the same thing. Like bro he was talking this shit like he was basically putting it out there like how we are as a culture, what's coming towards us as a culture, what we need to
Right.
do as a culture. Bro,
Right.
really just put one song. So like it's one of them
Definitely.
songs you listen to and cut that bitch off. You probably gotta play that hoe about 3 or 4 times and then you're
Yeah,
gonna
that.
understand like, yeah, I get what you're trying to say on this hoe. I get why what you saying you using the faces. Like every time he put a different dude face on him on his head or whatever, if you listen to the bars and shit that nigga saying, it's some low key pertaining to an incident that happened with that person or some shit like that. So I was like, yeah, like, I mean, he did his thing on that Hell for Shit show.
Yeah, and you know what? It's I'm sure there's a lot of people who probably feel the same as far as Kendrick being a favorite, or he may not be the one that does it for them, but if more people had the outlook on it as you did, I feel like it would just it would the world be a better place. But no, I just think that people need to just open their minds more and like how you just did, even though you said that you're not the biggest fan, which is okay, but I think his message is what was important, and I just thought it was just amazing. But now I want to get into this whole Young Thug Gunna shit. What do you Now, I think this is important. I think it goes perfect with the show because it shows how a lot of the times black men, we not black men, just we as a culture, we get money and we don't know what to do with it, and or either we get money and we go out and we still doing the same dumb shit that we were doing. You know what I mean? Now, with this case with Young Thug and Gunna, I'm not entirely sure if everything that they got caught up for is for shit that was in the past before they made it, or if it's from shit that's in the past and shit that they're doing now. If these counts, these RICO charges that they got, if any of this is from, if any of this has happened since they got on, since they got rich, I don't feel bad for you, bro. So I'm go ahead. Well,
Yeah.
go ahead and speak on that. What's your thought about that? You think they're just trying to keep
Or
black men down, or what? I do think that
or
too.
Thug shit. I mean, from the shit I seen, I mean, it said like 2015. So Thug was already on at that time. Because I remember he even brought up the incident to Lil Wayne tour bus getting shot up, and they
Mm,
trying to have something to do with that hoe. Man, I mean, shit. Honestly, bro, that's just what happened. Like, I don't know if Thug really just a step, if he from the hood like that, but sometimes you get caught up in that lifestyle, even if you're not. Like we done seen it with other rappers like Soulja Boy and them. Like sometimes you get caught up in that lifestyle and shit that you rapping about and saying you doing, and you end up getting too deep into that shit, not realizing like, bro, you got too much money, you got too
right,
big of a name to be doing that dumbass shit and thinking the laws ain't paying attention. They looking at you first, and then you got your label that you calling one thing, and it's also the name of your clique. Y'all using the same symbol, so it's
right.
kind of fuck. It's making it low key easier. Like we know YSL is you. Now, what the real meaning of this hoe? We got two different meanings type shit. Like we think it mean young slat life and all this young slime life because that's what y'all
Mhm.
be yelling. But then again, y'all be over here saying young stoner life and all that shit. Like they just I don't know, but they just dumb on his behalf. As far as Gunna, bro, I think Gunna. I ain't gonna lie, fool. I'm not Gunna. I can't stunt. He got some good songs, but as a person. Bro, I just think Gunna is lame and fuck, and I think he in there snitching.
No, that
Yeah,
ass. He probably is. He he is low key. I'm not the biggest Gunna fan. I don't know. Gunna. because he turned himself in, right?
Yeah, I think he. Well, no, did he turn himself in? I
I think they
forgot.
went. That what they. I think they went and arrested Thug, and he turned himself in.
Yeah, he snitching. See,
Oh
but you
man,
turn.
I'm trying to find this text message. My friend, we were talking about Gunna, and he said Gunna is the RC brand of Young Thug. You know the RC.
What the? That nigga, bro. Like, I don't know. It's just like I don't believe nothing. Anytime I hear Gunna say anything about stepping, throwing up gang signs,
He never
and
even
he
said
ain't
that.
talking money, I automatically think he lying. Cause I
Yeah,
just don't think like that. Like,
and then now
now,
they're trying to get little baby too.
yeah, man. Shit, I seen the whole list they had. Atlanta ain't finna have nobody. They trying to get all Atlanta. They finna, yeah. That new Atlanta way finna go. They trying to get all of that. I don't think they
Man,
gonna. Honestly, cause shit, little baby did time. Like he had just got out before he blew up. But then my dog, bro, had
yeah.
only been out
It,
maybe a year, so I might be good.
what's crazy to me too is that they're also trying to get the white boy Jack Harlow. Did you hear about that?
Hell no.
Yeah,
What he do?
they're trying to say that he had some illegal activity going on with Young Thug. And it's
Uh,
just I just feel like, like I said, they did this to themselves. But now I want to ask you, do you feel like um the law should be able to use what rappers say in their lyrics against them? And I want to say I know it's Jay-Z. It's Jay-Z and someone else. I can't put call who else it was, but they're working to try to pass a law where basically that whatever rappers say in their lyrics, it can't be held up against them in court.
yeah, I feel like you just can't do it. 'Cause sometimes, bro, some of these niggas, we know some niggas be lying, like half the shit they say. But some of these niggas, it don't even be them doing it. Like they might rap and say it's them doing that, but it's really they cousin Ray Ray or they partner Lil Earl that's really doing that shit. Like that ain't. I just feel like you shouldn't be able to use that shit. Like y'all don't use everything these white people be saying when they be doing this wild ass shit.
Mm,
And what social media, I hate niggas, and then they go kill niggas. But
right.
then this nigga, I shot a nigga at the counter store and smoked a blunt. Now all of a sudden you believe that every nigga dead at the counter store is the one he shot. Like what sense that made? But I just feel like that shit dumb. Niggas be lying. If I was one of them niggas, I go in the house and say, nigga, I was lying. They're just
Yeah,
lying.
because that's what
Like,
that's
nigga,
what that's I mean that's what a lot of them do just to get on. You know,
shit, this shit.
they be lying for just saying they did this and that just so they could get on. You know what I mean?
Me, niggas gonna believe it anyways.
Right, right. What about like Drake? You think he'd be?
I look, Drake ain't do. I only believe Drake when he is crying or simping about a girl. Maybe a girl believe that too. Anything to do with some money or I believe Drake. If
Okay,
Drake ever tell that he slapped a nigga, I'm gonna know he lying.
right.
Drake, you ain't shut up.
So with that being said, do you feel like we promote? Well, I mean, obviously, I think we do, but do you feel like we're just promoting, violence and the killing of each other? I feel like that's what's selling. That's what people want to see.
I mean, that's what's selling, yeah, like the beef. Like we're in that era of like the drill music, the beef music. But do I think that we just drop promote that? No, like it's other rap shit out there. I think that's what people choose to listen to. Like
What about just media? Period.
media loves drama. So anything that brings
Toxicity.
drama, media loves that. Media, bro, it could be some positive shit going on. Like and media doesn't like, for instance, right now, you probably, I don't even know if you know these two guys, CJ Casino, Bugatti Casino. They two artists out of Fort Worth. They big out here in Texas. Them niggas been beefing for like the last 4 years, but they came up together, got into beef, been at it for the last 4 years. Everybody, Say Cheese posting them, every little down south news station, everybody posting them, like all of that shit. These niggas just squashed beef like 3 days ago. They came together, talked it out like grown ass
Nobody's
men.
talking about it.
Man, only one site posted that. Huh?
Nah, I didn't know that.
One,
But of
one
course,
site, but I mean, nobody talking about because don't nobody give a fuck about that. If you ain't, but I
especially
can't
with
say
black people.
because shit is other shit. It's just it's what the media is putting out. That media
Right,
only putting out.
right.
Shit.
It's like how I was speaking to somebody else in the last interview, how basically these record labels, you know, they're capitalizing off of the hurt of us. You know, that's what they want to see. They want to see us shooting, killing each other, and we just keep giving them to them. But speaking on that, I just gotta say, it goes just piggybacking off what you said. You know, how they're not gonna promote the good, especially if it's, you know, a person of color. But when Nipsey Hussle passed away, I'll never forget when I don't want to say the wrong name, but I want to say it was Lauren, something, the white girl from the news. I can't remember her name. Forgive me, y'all
I know.
listen.
Is
But
it
anyway,
gun or some shit or the other girl?
you said what?
Is it the white girl that always be having a gun or something, or is it the
I
other girl?
think it was her, with the blonde with the long hair.
Yeah. I know
Yeah.
you're talking.
Um, but she was just basically saying how like she called Nipsey Hussle, like she made him seem like he was known for the rapper to make fuck Donald Trump. Like that's what she announced him as, the rapper who made fuck Donald Trump. After everything, all the other good he did, that's what you're gonna. That's just all you could, you know.
Because that's what they want us to be.
Right. Exactly.
They want us to be, but that's how gang violence and all that shit happen. Us, the white person,
Right.
but everything that black people had positive about, white people turned that whole violent, bro. Gangs, Black Panther, all that shit. People really don't be knowing that shit. That's the crazy part.
Mm-hmm.
Like niggas be out here claiming these gangs and shit, and don't even like if you gonna claim something, know the history on it, bro.
Right.
That's made to protect black communities. White people put the drugs and shit in these people's hands and basically turned them against each other and make them feel like I gotta protect this area. If you're not from my area, I gotta keep. But they did that to us. They ain't do shit but recolonize us. Oh, we can't have slaves. Don't worry about it. We're gonna let you niggas take each other out. We're gonna colonize y'all. We're gonna make y'all feel like this is your area. Can't nobody stand on your. But then when you do something about it, we're gonna take you to jail
Right.
and take drugs and give it to the next group type shit. Like
Right. Definitely.
that's what they want us to be. That's why
Yep.
they hate shit like they hate Nipsey Hussle for shit like that because Nipsey was exposing that shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Me and my homie, we just had a whole conversation about that whole thing. Like, was Nip his murder? Was it uh was it some gang shit, or was that some insider police shit? Because if you I don't know if you've ever seen the article with Nip, how they said he was a target of a special police program called it was called Large or something. I don't know, some police program, and they were just like basically they were targeting him. And I believe that. So I'm like, it was it some Fed shit, or was it some gang shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I think it was probably some gang shit. I ain't gonna lie, just the way it happened. The feds ain't doing no shit like that. Like we seen how they tried to take out Martin Luther King. They tried to shoot the nigga behind the house, didn't work, but we're gonna pop up at the hospital, suffocate you.
Right.
They gonna send a crash dummy like that type of nigga in there to do that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I think like a nigga got in his feelings because Nip probably hold that nigga in front of some people. Like,
Definitely.
'cause I take that nigga out like some different shit, snipe that nigga down or something, or drug that nigga up. Shit, no cap. I don't think they
Right.
would have just let a random ass nigga fresh out.
I wanna ask you though, back into Young Thug, this whole thing with Young Thug and Gunna. Do you feel that we as black people, when we make it out the hood, do you feel like it's easy for us to fall back into that same trap of the hood? Not even just like, like celebrities. I feel like a lot of times we as just people, we get money, and then we get access to like a lot of funds, and we have the opportunity to do some good, and do something beneficial with our lives, but yet we still fall back into that same pattern of doing dumb shit that'll wind us back up in the hood. So go ahead, sorry.
That shit really easy to fall back, bro. We're too obligated as a black community. That's what we are. Definitely when we come from the struggle, we come from nothing. We know what it felt like to sleep on the floor. We know what it felt like to share clothes, or we know what it felt like to sleep in the dark. Like, so once you do make it, you feel obligated to give back to everybody. But once you give to one person, you feel bad if you don't give to the next. And then when you feel like it's just like, let's say you got a bunch of cousins. Let's say you got about 4 brothers and sisters. You got 10 cousins. All y'all close in age. All y'all been around since y'all was high. If you the one that get rich, you gonna feel bad if you the only one going on tour. You ain't bringing them with you. You gonna feel like you're supposed to bring them whole time. you taking money out your own pocket because you feeding other grown ass people. Not saying like it's their fault that they not on their shit or something. You know, you can probably implement a job, but it's just sometimes you just gotta wait. Like definitely when you new get in there, and that's our problem. We be just getting there, and then we be back trying to be in the hood every day, trying to prove like, yeah, I'm still
yes,
like
exactly. And I was gonna
okay.
ask you, do you? I
Like,
was gonna ask, do you think that once we get on, like, because I think it was Lil Durk who was talking about, like, people saying he don't come to the hood no more. But do you think, like, once we get on, especially the rappers, like, are we obligated to come back to the hood? Like, I think
no.
it's good to come back, show some love, but we're not obligated to continue living there. But go ahead and speak on that.
This is what I say about that. Don't get me wrong, I love my hood. I
Right,
love
we
my
all
hood to
love our
death.
hoods.
I'm a bang my shit. I fuck with my hood, but at the end of the day, I'm not obligated to go back to shit. My hood told me every day I need to get out this house. So
Yes.
why when I get out, why am I coming back to this? How they told me to leave. Most rappers that we see die in they hood. The fuck I want to be in my hood for, and I already made it. I can understand you charity for the hood and you showed up to that hoe, or you still got a little cousin that play football at the hood high school or something, you trying to go show some love. But honestly, I'm not going. Holidays, the fuck we in the hood for, man. I got a big ass house. So I got this. My family coming to me. We're
Right.
leaving.
No, I feel that.
Like, it ain't no reason for me to be dry, chilling at the trap, dry in the hood. If I want some hood food, bro, I should have a partner that I fuck with close enough, and know somebody I know close enough that'll go to the hood and get. I shouldn't have to go to the hood and got to be paying attention because you don't know if it's an op trying to get you. It might just be a nigga dry hating in the hood,
Right.
just mad because you and they did, and like any given day, you the last one need to be getting taken out. You the breadwinner of the team. You go down, everybody go down. We need you to stay. Keep that nigga out the hood. But Boosie told them niggas. Boosie told Young Boy, he told Snoop, I'm gonna get your ass out the hood and don't come back. Yo, it's okay to visit once a year, once every few.
Yep.
Get this money elsewhere. Them people elsewhere gonna end them people in the hood. Them people remember the hood you. They don't remember this new improved getting money you. So that shit ain't gonna sit.
Say that. I wish so many people thought like that, had that same mindset. So hold on. Before we get up out of here though, I want to talk about like your musical influences. So like who would be some of your greatest influences, whether it be rap or any kind of, genre? Who was like a big influence as to why you started rapping?
My biggest, man, this one throw everybody out, is Webby.
Webby.
Webby is your artist by far.
Sleep on Webby.
Man, I'm talking about, I done got kicked out of so many classes. I done got sent to that so many times for singing Webby songs. Man, say, definitely when he used to do the interviews when Boosie was in jail, I used to go around all the time mimicking that nigga interviews, getting in trouble. But hey, Webby, I just fuck with it, bro. He was a young nigga doing this shit in his city.
Right.
He was talking that, and bro was just blunt, honest about everything he was saying. It just made me feel like, yeah, shit. I wanna be like that. I want the city fucking with me. Right. I want to be young. Start the shit off. Like, I want to be honest. Like, I don't want to mention nothing in the song if it ain't happening, if I ain't do it. Like,
right.
And I do crazy shit in my life, so I feel like I got plenty of shit to talk about. Like, but that's the biggest by far. Outside of Webby, shit. I don't know, but I fuck with that singing shit tough. Like,
okay, I love
it. Really, but I grew up. I had both of my parents in my life. I had my grannies too, and that R&B shit,
that's a blessing.
Shit, like, yeah, like everybody ain't blessed to have that. Like, I know what it feel like to wake up on Sunday and you got to clean the house and listen to gospel music until the house clean. Shit, after what, shit sounding good.
Yeah, hell yeah, we done all been there.
Franklin talking shit. Yeah, yeah, Yolanda, you.
Right. You know what? Before we get out of here, we have to touch on this. I totally slipped my mind. I want to touch on what happened in Buffalo recently. So with the shooting, man, what that whole shit. So those of you who are listening, we have not heard, white young man in Buffalo, New York, when he shot up a grocery store just because he did not like black people. He was racially motivated. That was it. So for those of you who fucking want to talk about the racism doesn't exist anymore. That shit is very much prevalent, very much here. Like he's said out, blatantly that was his reason. It was racially motivated. And then what kills me is that if you see the video, he's in the store running around and he almost shoots a white guy. So he sees a white guy. And he goes, "Oh, sorry," and proceeds to.
And does and he shot one of the old ladies. She was already dead. That nigga went up and headshot her on the way out the aisle. He had already shot her. This before he get to the white dude. He shot like two old ladies, and one of the ladies following her back into the aisle. He walking out to check and see if he see anybody on his way back out. He pop her eyes one more time in the head and her body and keep looking around like.
That's fucking sad.
Man, that shit like that be crazy, bro. Because it's just like. We know if that was a black person when they did that to a white person or Hispanic did that, anybody did that to a, they would have been shot dead, bro. Like the fact that y'all even arrest these people and you want to take them to trial, what is he innocent? It says innocent until proven guilty. Right. It is clear that this nigga is guilty. What are we waiting? And then what y'all gonna do to this nigga? What y'all gonna? Was he crazy? No, he not crazy.
No,
nigga said
fuck no. He's gonna try to plead that though.
Like. And y'all gonna try to let this nigga plead insanity there, gonna get a nigga slapped. Nah, throw that nigga on death row like you thought black. Bro, you got black people on death row for slapping a white woman in fucking the 50s.
Mm-hmm. For a dime bag of weed and shit.
But you don't want to put this nigga on death row, or you don't want to shoot this nigga down because he's a man. That's just like the other, what's the nigga name? Was it like Dylan Roof or some shit? The one that wanted the other little nigga and they arrested him at the house a few days.
I don't know if he's the same one when they asked him what he wanted to eat. They let him get food or something before they
come on.
Some shit like that. Like, but also with that whole story is that the way the girl who was working, she was a black girl who worked at the store. She said she called the police and the dispatcher is yelling at her because she's whispering. And she's like, "Why are you whispering, ma'am?" And because he's in the store. And she told him, she's like, "Ma'am, he's in the store. Like he's an active shooter in the store. The fuck, you think you're gonna be loud trying to tell the people on the phone like we gotta no? Like if you trying to save your life, like, or would you say you cut out?"
I said, "Why would I like? Why are y'all still on the phone? I just told you it's an active shooter in this house."
And you're gonna be nasty to her.
Y'all supposed to have been on the way airing this nigga out, bro.
Right.
Like, hey, bro, black people, me and my partner talk about all the time, bro. Black people, minorities, all this, bro. We need to stop being pussy, bro. Honestly, I hate to say it like that, but we pussy compared to these other people. Bro, put your foot down. I remember when white people used to be scared to walk by a black person. Used to be scared to pick their gun up. Man, them niggas ain't scared. Nobody walking around down in us, and we ain't protecting no communities. Niggas ain't getting shit. Nigga shot one of my grannies like that. I guarantee his whole family be knocked out.
Right.
But come on, I know they got grandkids and great grandkids, bro. You not finna tell me I ain't hearing nothing they talking about. I done been looked up that nigga name, found it.
Right.
Yeah, my granny.
Dead ass, right.
Like fuck the
It goes back to like we said, let you come across the right one. Y'all gonna get the right one. I'm the right one.
Yeah. Niggas be knowing who everybody be doing that shit. And he knew better shit. You see, he went to a grocery store and shot all them old people. No disrespect to the people that died, but they was old. Most of them probably ain't even worried about shit like that no more. And they like, she was probably finna go make some food, grandkids or kids in town. Like, they ain't thinking about all that extra drama. You see them niggas when they ain't going to the hood. They ain't going where everybody outside on the block. They ain't going to shoot them spots up.
Right.
They trying to go. They know ain't gonna go shoot where a nigga gonna shoot back.
Right.
And they gonna try to. Y'all going over here
picking on the less help, the helpless and almost.
Right. That shit, because it really shouldn't have made it that far. Right nowhere here. He shot 3 people outside and ain't nobody do shit. Nigga popped the video off, getting out the car and downed the lady walking from her. She had just got out that hole. Nigga downed her. And y'all let that nigga make it in the store and tee up. Ain't nobody got a gun.
Right.
Come on.
Nobody.
They be knowing. Yeah, come in Houston to Dallas with that. Guarantee you don't make it back home that day.
No, for real, that ass. That shit that shit broke my heart. I can't believe I almost forgot to, bring that up. But it just, my heart goes out to their families and I hope he rots in hell.
Yeah.
So we're it's about that time. But before we get out of here, I just want to go ahead and say thank you one more time, Paco Capone. I appreciate you for being on again. We got to get you out here next time you're in LA. Let me know. But before we go ahead and tell us about your music, what you got coming out. Where can we listen? Where can we follow you? All that jazz.
All right, shit. If you got Twitter, you can follow me at King Paco with two G's, and King is KINGG, and then Paco PACO. Instagram, you can follow me at Paco Kapone 115. Like I said, it's Paco Kapone 115. YouTube, you can type in Paco Kapone. I'm gonna pop up on that bitch. Apple Music, Spotify, you can type in Paco Kapone. I'm gonna pop up. I ain't dropped a new. I'm actually finna shoot a video, most likely at the end of this month out in Vegas. I'm finna go to Vegas with the guys, so I'm gonna probably shoot a video out. That's normally what I try to do. So that'll be my next video I'll work on. Right now, shit, I'm working on the album, so I ain't really even just. I got like some singles that I can drop if I want to, but I just been waiting because I'm finishing up my album and doing my final cuts on what make the album with. So that shit will be done.
What can we expect from the album?
What can you expect from that hoe?
Yeah.
You can expect some different sound. It's gonna be my same normal sound, which is just me how I flow, but I don't consider myself as a rapper. I'm an artist. I got more than one flow. I feel like I can make a song to any beat. If I can't limit myself to just hip hop beats, I can do R&B. I can give you gospel. It might be some gangster gospel, but shit, we're gonna talk about.
I love it.
And I feel like I can do it all, but it's gonna be some different shit. Like it's gonna be on me talking my shit, but I'm gonna have my club bangers on there. I'm gonna have my shit you can probably just vibe to, but for the most part, I'm gonna just be speaking my shit. This is my first real album. I dropped mixtapes before this. Is my first actual album. All me. I don't plan on having no features on there at all as of right now. Like my goal is to get y'all no more than 15 songs per me.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm ready for that. Wait for that to drop, and that music video, we waiting for that to drop as well. Once again, Paco Capone, thank you so much, and you gotta let us know when you are here in LA. All right.
Man, appreciate it. I will. Thank y'all.
All right. That is a bet.
Giving these fuck nigga hell oh well. Giving these fuck nigga hell. Hey, giving these fuck nigga hell oh well. Giving these fuck nigga hell. Hey, giving these fuck nigga hell oh well. Giving these fuck nigga hell. Hey, giving these fuck nigga hell oh well. Giving these fuck nigga hell. Hey, back on the block, bitch, I'm back on the beat. Been gone for a minute, but I'm back in the booth. Still in the street, 10 toe deep. Nigga, I'm known for telling the truth.